Hello YouTube fans, it's your boy Brad here with another video. Today we'll be looking at USB power adapters. One thing I found very interesting was that some power adapters, you probably might have experienced this yourself, do not stand up to the test and their ratings do not line up with what they actually put out. So I have three power adapters here. One is a 110 volt. Of course, you see it's got 110 plugs on it and 3 USB outputs. My wife bought this for a cruise that we canceled because of COVID, and I have a couple other ones here. These are YOUSE, and I'm guessing that's how that's pronounced. These come from Five Below, and I have two of them for a reason. We'll get into that. And I have another power adapter here that I purchased from Amazon. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name either. AILKIN, AILKIN. You get 3 of these in a pack for about 15-20 bucks. Can't remember. I think it was around $15 or a little bit less. And I have my USB tester here that tells me the voltage and the amperage. And I have a USB load tester here that I've had around for a while. This load tester is only about 3 amps. I wish I had one that went to 5 amps so I can test a little bit above that to take these to the limit. All of these are rated at 3.1 amps. Not individual power outlets, but across the outlets. So we're going to do some tests here and see what we come up with. I'm going to start with the YOUSE ones first. This one, and what I like about the YOUSE, just kind of mentioned, is that you get these from Five Below. I love that you can fold them up, fold that in. This one I got from Amazon does not fold. Whoops, making everybody dizzy. Stop that shaking. This one does not fold, so, but that's what makes these so unique, that you can fold it, throw it in your pocket, throw it in your bag. They're rated at 5 volts. It says output 2.4 amps. Total max 3.1 max. And this one is exactly the same. Now, we've had this one for a while. I purchased this one about a week ago, and I'm going to show you a difference between these two, even though they're exactly the same and they say the same thing on them. First, we're going to plug this one in. We're going to plug our tester in. Let's see which way we're going to go here. So we've got that upside down. Turn that around and I'm come up to the camera here. Hopefully we can maintain focus there. And I got it set at about 1.5 amps right now. And it's pulling 5. It's got an output of 5 volts. So the voltage is holding on this particular one. And we're going to turn the potentiometer, the little knob here, and I'm going to crank it up. And we're going to see how it stands up. Make sure the voltage holds. Coming up on 2 amps now. And keep going. We're at 2.5. Keep going. I'm going to crank it all the way out, and it stops right there. So that's 3 amps. Voltage dropped down to 4.95, but it's holding. It's doing what it should do. It's hanging in there. Nothing has cut out. Again, this is rated, and all of these are rated at 3.1 amps. We'll crank it back down to about 1.5 amps. Here. There we go. It's for enough. Now I'm going to unplug this one out that I got the one on, and I'm going to stick this other one in. This one that I purchased just days ago. About a week ago. Let me turn it around. So my meter is turned this way. And here's what I want you to know about just quality control here. This one is already below 5 volts on the voltage. We're already below 5 volts. Even if I go down, let's start down. Let's see where the voltage even come up to 5 volts. It never reaches 5 volts. That's 0.08 amps. But it works, so I'm going to crank it. And we're almost 1.5. We're 2. Hopefully it's still in focus. Keep going here. 2.5. And we're at 3 volts. 3 amps. And it's still sitting at that same voltage of 4.95. Just wanted to show you that there's a little bit of difference in the quality control. I don't know what's different between the two internally speaking, but both of them still are able to handle the 5 volt output. That fan is running on this load tester. I'm going to turn this down. I'm going to come out of this socket into the other one. Now remember, that's across both sockets, so I'm just going to stick into the other one here. Go into the other one, and I'm going to crank it all the way up, and the same thing there. Okay, now we're going to come down again, and we're going to switch out from the YOUSE, the 5 below adapters, and we're going to stick in the one. You get, like I said, you get 3 of these in a pack for about 15 bucks. I will link it below in case you're interested in purchasing any of these. Again, I don't get anything for these tests. It's just things I enjoy doing. Turn around this way. Well, maybe it's this way. There we go. We're plugged in. We're good to go. You see that? I keep bumping this pole, so I apologize if you guys get seasick here. 5.6 volts, 5.7 volts. Start to crank it up here. 2.3, 2.5 amps. Holding at 5 volts. And now we're maxed out. And it's at just teetering, just below 5 volts at 3.01 amps. So it holds up. It does what it's supposed to do. It starts out at a better voltage than the other YOUSE, the second one. So that is good. The last one we're going to test here, let me get down to 1.5 amps, 1.5. I want to get right around in that category. We'll unplug that. Unplug that. And we're going to test this 110 outlet thing here. Like I said, it has a kind of a flat woven cord, and the plug, the 110 plug on the other end, is kind of a flat plug, and it kind of goes off at an angle. It comes out and it's a flat type plug, and it sticks out at an angle. I'll show that to you in a moment, but let's go ahead and test the outlet here. 3.1 amps. Got a little light on here, and let's just go with the middle one. Here we go. Plugged in. We're sitting at 5.6 volts, and we'll start to crank up the turn up the load tester, excuse me. We're at 2 amps. And that's holding really well. 2.5 amps. And that's all the way out. That's holding really well. I mean really well. So we got 5.5, 5.4, just wiggling a little bit there at 3 amps. So that holds up really, really well. Let's just see if there's a difference. Like I said, these are hooked in parallel, if I'm saying that right. In series, parallel. I think it's parallel is the right word. I apologize for that. See what if there's a difference. which there definitely shouldn't be. Crank it all the way up, and there we go. So this one performs very well. That's a whole block, but again, I just wanted to show these little 5 below plugs rated at 3.1 5 volts, 3.1 amps. They do work. They're fine for $5. And I do not know what my wife paid for this, but I will look it up in case you're interested in this little gadget here with the cord. I said I was going to show you the end of the cord. Let me unplug it. There's the end of the cord. Like it's a woven cloth type material or something. When it's plugged in, turn it so you can see there's the back of it. So when it's plugged in, it's going off at an angle in case you have something plugged in below it or something, but it's going off at a right angle. And that's it, guys. Hey, I hope that helped somebody out. Just wanted to show you that, guys. Y'all have a blessed day.